Whichever logo this filter lands on, I'm gonna give it a spooky Halloween redesign. Okay. FedEx, okay.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is we call it Dead X. I'm gonna need to find a new font, but I definitely wanna try to keep the arrow in there. And then I might make it just look like it is kind of coming out of the ground. So I found this font called Woodcutter, and I'm gonna type out Dead X. And as you can see, it still has the arrow in there. I wanna make it look like it's coming out of the ground. So now I need to add just like bits of dirt. And now for the creepy part, I want to make it look like there's maggots coming out of some of the letters. Lastly, I'm going to add some white specks all over it to look like the whole thing is moldy, and here is the final result.
Honestly, the name of this one is so good, and I'm so happy I found a font that still makes it look like the arrow is in there. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Whichever two logos this filter lands on, I'm gonna mash them together. Okay, up first we have PlayStation plus FedEx, okay.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is we do the font from FedEx, but in the style and colors of the PlayStation logo. So for instance, taking the F and making it big and red, and then maybe taking the X so we can keep the arrow in there and turning it and making it the same colors as the S. So the first step is gonna be just to take out the F, and I'm gonna fill it in red. The PlayStation logo is a little skewed, so I'm gonna do the same thing for the F. Then I'm gonna grab the E and the X from the FedEx logo, and basically do the same thing for that one. So here's what that looks like. I've selected the E and the X, and now I just need to make it the same colors as the PlayStation logo, and here is the final result.
I think honestly this looks really cute. I love this PlayStation logo to begin with. Let me know what you think about this FedEx one though in the comments. Whichever logo this filter lands on, I'm gonna give it a retro redesign. What are we gonna get? Ooh, FedEx. All right, let's go.
Okay, so my plan for this one is to find a little bit more of a vintage font than this one, but then I want to move the E and the D up on the level with the F. So then I have this room down here where I can add some things, like I'm thinking bringing back this arrow. So I found this font called Kimmy Retro that I love, and now I want to make it be this orange, but maybe make it be a little more red. So we have something like this, and now I want to move the E and the D up onto this level. Okay, since I want to put the arrows down here, I'm going to need to make the F and the E extend all the way down. Add in those little rectangles and make little triangles for the arrow. So now all I have to do is repeat that a couple more times, and here's the final result.
It actually looks like it could have been used in the 70s. I am in love with it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments.